greatest ever done it. You can learn from it. Dope game ran it, rap game run it, street cred hunted. Nerd turned D-boy, not in genetic makeup. Baby, I'm a G-boy, hashtag street boy. Wrong one to fuck with. Cross me at your own risk, play to get back, you can trust this. I am far from average, to me it ain't no such thing. Me against the world, so fuck it, I let my nuts hang. I've been known to bust bang, kill it if the need be. I don't need an army when the smoke clears, he sees me. Rhyming at his finest, unlike those vaginas that claim that they the real deal, knowing I'm the highest. Top of the command chain, I am what the streets made, I am what the hood built. You are just a weak lame, homicidal maniac with suicidal tendencies. You're more like a punk band, I'm more like a pedigree of nigga you ain't seen yet, so y'all cannot describe me. I'm a freak of nature, don't shit here surprise me. Money over everything except the nigga's manhood. I am not a prostitute, you don't understand hood. Fuck a nigga getting his, unless he about to give me mine. Otherwise he prime beat, shocking when I up the 9 and hit it with it 7 times. Fuck you thought I'm civilized? Welcome to the jungle, fool, it's only right I punish you. Nigga with an attitude, feel like MC Ren felt. Quiet on the set, you funky bitch, you get your friends slipped. I give your game a black eye, blame it on the black guy. I be on some nigga shit, I'm niggerish, so that's why. Guess what my religion is? This is what the business is. Exposure for you garbage ass rappers, you can witness this. Came to bang your game up, pussies think they came up. Oh, you got a drop head, so now you think you famous? I hear it's dangerous and we don't know your name, cuz we don't even give a fuck. Rappers get it fucked up. Security say you nah, this they side job. They don't want no conflict, they don't want no problems, nah.
Salute, and welcome. Welcome back to the Black Ocean Announcement. We're getting deep in with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark. Oh, yeah, family, y'all knew I was going to get on this. Oh, yes, you knew I was going to get on this. You see the no on the screen with the exclamation point and the black finger in the middle of the O. We're gonna straighten some things out because, see, as you all know, I hail from Atlanta, Georgia boy. Okay, so I'm going to take this time to send a message loud and clear to the Jason Aldean and his fan club, or whatever you want to call them, good old boys. Oh, we finna get some things straight over here tonight. A couple people have covered this, but everybody covers this in their own way. I'm gonna handle business over here tonight. See, let me explain something. A lot of these so-called rednecks that like to come out with this little codified crap that they do, like in that song, because see, the problem is they're angry that we're at a stage where, as Black society, particular Foundation of Black American Freedmen, you can't slip anything past us anymore. This is why they demonize the term woke, okay, and try to put every other meaning under the sun on it. And I've told all of you about that. Don't let them make you back off using that word. That is our word. Nobody in the dominant society or the dominant adjacent society has the right to define any damn thing in our culture. So yes, I keep using the word. It is ours. See, we are stepping into a time where more than ever, we're realizing that we define who we are. And that also means defining our culture, taking control of it, and being codified as we are as a people so that we attain empowerment. Protecting one another, that's on code, looking out for one another. Okay, black men, black women, regardless of our issues with each other, we're starting to come together to focus on what's most important. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it's just a song, this, that, the third, oh, it's nothing to be outraged about. You're right. It's nothing to be outraged about. In fact, Jason, here's part of the message that I'm going to send to you. I thank you. I applaud you. And I have a favor to ask of you. Get more of your white supremacist cohorts to come out and put their cards on the table. Stop hiding who you are. Because, see, let's be clear. If you really want to smoke with black people, even though you try to use white people as the images, we caught the codified message. You had all the time in the world during the 2020 uprising after George Floyd was murdered to show us where you stand. You didn't do that. Instead, what you've done, you committed ambushes on people, like with Daniel Penny, to Jordan Neely, and several other black people. The cowardly way. That's what you white supremacists do. Okay? So, tonight, we're going to break some things down about his little country song. Excuse me. You got a lot of white supremacists, they're mad, and they're talking about boycotting the country music channel, CMT, or what have you. But hey, don't boycott nothing. Just get more of them to come on out and stand on their square. It's time for this to happen. Okay? It's time. Just like I said before in the previous stream that I caught, where I gave a critique of Angry Man. I want all the coons to come out and stand on their square too. Okay? Yeah, it's time. It's time for everybody to put your cards on the table, all right? Now, before we get into the meat of that, I'm going to address something briefly, okay? First and foremost, I like to send our well wishes out to the James family, LeBron James's family. Yes, we all hope that black people will recover from anything that we're dealing with, particularly that situation. The young brother, Bronny James, his son is like 18, if I'm not mistaken, young teenager. We saw the incident that he had. I'm not going to go into detail about that. I'm going to say this, though, aside from that. Let me talk to black men for a minute. Brothers, and this should go without saying, but I'm saying this primarily to the young black fathers out here. The decisions that you make for your family as the head of the household protect or harm the family. You must be very careful when you are the head of the household and you make decisions that affect your family. Y'all can read what you want into that. That's all I'm going to say. You have to be careful when you make certain decisions, okay? Again, regarding LeBron's situation with his son, yes, I want that young brother to make a complete recovery. But never underestimate the importance of the head of household as a man when you make certain decisions. Better take into consideration your family's well-being, okay? Because that's your number one job as a father, a husband, head of household, to protect everybody under your roof with the best, to the best of your ability. You don't give in to peer pressure. You don't worry about what nobody else say, because that's your family, your wife, your children, your household, your legacy, okay? So I'm going to leave that right there. Again, like I said, I hope he makes a full recovery. But I'm going to tell you what we about to do with Jason Aldean. It ain't going to be no recovery for the white supremacists after this broadcast. Because, see, family, one of the things about me, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people find me a little rough around the edges. That's fine. That's okay. All right? And it's true, too. All right, let me go ahead and co-sign. Yes, I am. I am rough around the edges, because there are times when, as black men, that's exactly what we need to be. We don't need to be soft in these times. Let me tell you something. A soft black man today in these times, the world don't have a bit of use for you. Oh, let me go over here and acknowledge the cash apps coming in already. Thank you very much to all of y'all. Salute to Black Voltron Reloaded for the cash app, and Christopher L. Ellis for the cash app. Thank you both very much. Okay. And I'm going to greet all of you here in a second, but I want to make this statement. Today, black men, our responsibility is not to be wishy-washy on certain things, over here, over there. Even the scriptures caution against being lukewarm or indecisive. You have to call things what they are and take a solid stance one way or another. Because, see, sooner or later, let me tell you why being indecisive doesn't help a man. It's self-explanatory. I shouldn't have to say this. Being indecisive as a man, all you're doing is delaying the inevitable, because sooner or later, you're going to have to make a decision on important things. Sooner or later, you're going to have to make one. So, for me, the way I was raised by my father, my uncle, my grandfathers, I was not raised to be wishy-washy. Well, I don't want to say this, I don't want to say that. My primary responsibility is to do what I'm supposed to do as a man, to protect my family and my community. And even if that makes some people mad, even if you lose some friends, it is what it is. At the end of the day, okay, when you look at yourself in that mirror, you can say, yep, I stood on manhood. I stood on principle and truth. And I did and said what I know was the right thing to do. And sometimes, look, let me tell you something. Sometimes you have to stand one against many. That's the mark of manhood. See, manhood isn't a popularity contest. Sometimes you have to stand one against many when you're doing the right thing, okay? And that's what we're going to do here tonight. So with that said, hold on just a second. Damn, coughing over here. Oh, don't worry. Hey, I ain't hitting no blunts in there. Your brother don't smoke. I heard somebody say that, man, you was over there chief. And all that. Nah, I don't do no smoking, man. Sometimes I have a dry throat here. I got to keep this water bottle with me. But yeah, ain't no diss to anybody that smoke, because I know I got some potheads out there. Man, what you trying to say? Hey, listen, do your thing, do your thing. All I ask is that you be about black empowerment. I'm not one of the people, okay? So anyways, let me scroll over here and greet my esteemed guests. Let me scroll and pull the chat roll. I see y'all laughing, man. Let me see. I want to make sure I greet everybody before we get into this. Okay. I see the sister Key Prince in the building. Opal Ivy, I see you, good sister. Patricia Jenkins, the moderator on deck. Welcome. Deborah R., a goddess Navi, and the wonderful Fro. I see you, sister. Noah Randall, sincerely yours in the building. Let's see. I see D. Foster, Michael Williams, Jesse Paris, a.k.a. Shane Krumer. Let's see. Roll down. Black Voltron Reloaded. What's going on, my brother? Glad you made it over here. Let's see. I see Christopher Ellis. All right. Let me make sure I scroll down. I think I got everybody, but welcome to any and everyone that will be joining us here tonight. Let me go ahead and give my disclaimer. This isn't the sugarcoating channel, okay? If you're getting your feelings over here, hey, tough titty New York City, okay? You'll get mad, get happy, glad, scratch your ass, whatever you got to do. You don't like the truth, this ain't the channel for you. See, let me tell you something about your brother, in case you don't know. I'm not one of the guys that's like, man, I wish I had more subscribers or the view count. And I damn sure y'all don't never hear me singing the Cash App song. I don't have to do that. All you got to do is put out the content. If people find value in it and they think that what you're saying is worth it, you don't have to say none of that stuff, okay? Occasionally, I may ask you to hit the like button. That helps spread in the algorithm, but y'all know what to do when you come over here. So I just want to make sure I clarify that. And here's another thing, too. I put up a poll on my community tab, all right? And I was testing the temperature to see what my audience, thought about people's intelligence level if you disagree or dislike them. Glad to see well over 80% of y'all, you had the right answer pretty much. But see, I'm just going to say this before we get started. It doesn't matter if you don't like somebody, okay? You can not like them or disagree with them. That has no bearing on their level of intelligence, okay? Because I had a couple people trying to argue for clout. And see, that's another thing, too. let me say something to you, brothers, okay? I expect certain behaviors from the women and the children. But see, as a Gen X and a traditionally raised man, some of that stuff shocked me when I started to see it from other men, okay? See, like I said earlier in my monologue here, manhood isn't a popularity contest. We have to make difficult decisions, and we can't base that off our emotions or what we like or don't like. Let me tell you something right now. You want to know the mark of a sorry-ass man? Find a man that say, hey, man, I don't want to do this because it's hard. Okay, if all men thought that way, no families would get fed, no bills would get paid, nothing would get fixed. Basically, you would be the equivalent of the homosexual class. Yeah, y'all know me about that. I don't play that. That's homosexual class. So if you done found your way over here to this channel, you in that homosexual class, you may well unsubscribe because you're going to be offended about a lot over here. You're going to be offended by a lot over here. See, you tell on yourself when you get to whining and complaining about the truth because you wasn't used to standing on manhood. And I can't help that's your reality. The only thing I can tell you is if that was your situation because you came up in a situation where you didn't know your father, your parents, okay, fine. You can't help that. Know what you can do? And this is no matter your age, young person or older person. If you see yourself coming into a space where there's other men that know how to move and navigate in the world of manhood, okay, leading with accomplishments first, have solutions to problems, codified behavior and thought processes, you're supposed to come in, sit down, shut up, and soak up game. So you can become like that. And then you can become useful to the struggle that we have to deal with. Because, see, we're in a time in our history right now, we need all hands on deck, man. We ain't got time to be playing with people that's coming over to the table whining. Don't you bring whining in a circle full of men that's trying to solve problems. Now, if you're going to do that, go sit down over there with the women and children. See, let me tell you something. If you one of them types of people, okay, if you one of them types of people that all you want to do is whine, that's your right to do it. You can. But let me tell you what you better not do. You better not raise your tongue up to say one damn word about women not respecting you, because women do not respect men that act like women. Boy, listen here. That's a whole nother broadcast for another day. Let me slow down with this cooking, man. Anyway, let's get ready to get into this Jason Aldean thing. Because, see, I got something first up I want to review here. And then we going to circle the block on his ass. Because, see, we finna let all you good old boys know something. Straight first and foremost, okay? And, see, he's from Macon, Georgia. Let me go ahead and get this out the way right now. Because it's pronounced Macon, not Macon, Macon, all this other stuff. Some of y'all be mispronouncing these Georgia cities. But Macon, Georgia, okay? Let me say something for my MacTown folks. We know what Macon is, predominantly black. Jason Aldean and the rest of you white supremacists, you know damn well you don't run shit in MacTown. You don't run shit in MacTown. Warner Robins, better known as Wartown. I can keep naming a whole bunch of cities down where y'all know what it is. You listen to that song if you want to and try to add in a small town. What's going to happen is you're going to get reminded real quick of the rules down here because we all know what they are in Georgia, okay? He went to Tennessee to film the video, but we're going to get into that. We're going to get into all that. So I'm just letting him be known up front. You can't play with that down here if you want to. You know how that always ends. The only thing you can do down here to catch anybody in Georgia off guard, you got to sneak up on them. That's the only way you can do it because you're a coward. But as far as just stepping up one-on-one, we all know how that go 9 times out of 10. Even if you connected to people that's law enforcement and all that, you know these GA boys don't care about that down here. You get wrong and out of line and you go hurt somebody or their family, you know what's finna happen to you. But we gonna drive the point home. Cause see, Mr. Small Town, got your little anthem. Yeah, we finna break all that down. Tonight, we finna get started out, though, with a little behind the scenes. I want y'all to hear the message that he had there because I'm going to cover everything on this. We're going to cover all the bases on this tonight. So that's it. Let us get started.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jason, and we're on the set of my brand new music video for Try That in a Small Town.
First of all, before I even let him get started good, take a look at his appearance. Now, I could start roasting because there's a lot to work with, but I want y'all to look at this seriously for a minute. That's the average look of him right there, okay? For those of you that never been to the South, those of you who are on the West Coast, those of you who are up north, Midwest, that's it right there. That's the look. The hat, the slovenly little body with the little tattoos and stuff. See, I would love to get a good look at some of the tattoos because, see, when we teach you how to study these white supremacists, we teach you to look at everything because that could be life or death, especially if you're a man, okay? If you're a man out here, you got a family, you traveling, you don't just look at what they say or anything like that. You study everything from head to toe so that you know if you're near them, even without them saying anything hostile to you, okay? See, this is what men are supposed to do. I could go in on it, but I ain't gonna do that just yet. We got plenty of time for that, so I want to throw that part out. Let's let him continue.
Again, working with my favorite video director in town, my buddy Sean Silva, and we're here in Columbia, Tennessee, in front of the courthouse on the square, getting ready to shoot this song and really try to encapsulate what this song's about and what it means to me and what I hope to convey to you guys. So, hope you guys love the video, and we're about to get started, so check it out.
Yeah, you think it's tough? We'll try that in a small town. See how far you make it.
Hey, I'm Sean Silva, and I'm the director of Try That in a Small Town music video for Jason Aldean. Columbia, Tennessee is where we shot. They have a beautiful town square where the featured element of their town square is their courthouse. I'm really happy with the way the performance turned out. We wanted to edge it up a little bit, so we had smoke machines and concert lighting, backlighting the guys to make it look a little more rock and roll.
Fly in the city. Good luck. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long.
Let me pause it right there because, see, let me tell you something. I like that lyric that he gave right there. Yeah, around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long. Listen here, boy. Let me tell you something, Jason, and you rednecks know this, especially from Georgia. Y'all know how it is. You think that don't apply to black people down here? See, let me tell you something, man. For the South in general, because I'm speaking of the Georgia brother, but I'm going to put this on most of the South, on the Southeast especially. One of the reasons why people move down here, particularly in Georgia, Atlanta, other places like that, is because this is one of the few places in America where black people, we really do look out for each other down here. See, you can't really get certain stuff off down here without it going from 0 to 60 real fast. The only clout and control that they have as white supremacists down here in the South, they have to be up in those northern areas of Georgia where it's predominantly white, places like that, okay? Like where the brother, well, Columbus, I can't even really say that, but when you start getting up towards Athens, Griffin, Georgia, places like that, yeah, okay, you running stuff up there. When you get down here in Macon and other places like that, other cities I could name, going way on down, Albany, Georgia, okay, Valdosta, Brunswick, places like that, oh, you know you ain't running shit. You know you're not. So that line right there, I'm like, Jason, come on now. Come on now. Show me some footage of where you just running things with black folks. See, you know you can't produce that footage in those small towns down in the South because it don't exist. You get your ass tore out the frame faster than you can blink and say your name 3 times. But yeah, I want y'all to continue listening to what they said here because this was behind the scenes of the video.
Kurt's actually the martini shot of the whole video.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds awesome.
It means it's the last shot, and then we get to go have martinis. I'm in. Here we go. Let's go. All right, martini's on.
All right, guys, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes of the making of the brand new video, Try That in a Small Town. This is probably my favorite song that we cut for the album. Definitely wanted to make a video to go along with that song and really kind of drive the point home. So I hope you guys dig it, and I hope you love the new song, and we'll see you on the road.
All right, so that's a little bit of the behind the scenes that he had there, but let's go ahead and refresh everybody's memory or teach some people in case they didn't know. Oh yeah, let's get started doing that. Here we go. Hold on, let me make sure I got this up here because we need to talk about some things. Mr. Aldean, oh yeah, Mr. Jason Aldean, let's talk about some things. Yeah, direct your attention to the screen, family. Yeah. Hold on. Let me put something else up here too, because we got to talk about something. We're gonna get to this in succession here. Let me make sure I pull this up. Oh yeah. Now on the left hand side, excuse me. On the left hand side, you see Jason Aldean pens a heartfelt letter following the Las Vegas shooting. You remember the one that was Stephen Paddock, cowardly white supremacist, okay? So he should be more worried about that situation because that's more prevalent. Every time we look up, do we or do we not see a white supremacist male mass shooter? Is that not what we see, family? Do we not see that every time we turn around? Because see, let me show you what I did here. I did a little homework, did a little research. The business. Let me go ahead and take that first one down. We don't need that up there no more because we got to focus on this right here, Mr. Aldean. Oh yeah, this is Jason Aldean's Instagram. Oh yeah, we finna read this together. Yeah, we can do a little reading, Jason Aldean. We're gonna get people straightened out about what you should be worried about here. Let me go ahead and take that banner down for a second. Hands this, and I want y'all to let me know if you can see this. Okay, so now. This is from his Instagram. In fact, let me make this a little bit larger. Everybody see this. All right. This is from his Instagram right after the Las Vegas shooting, okay? Now, you see he's got pray for Las Vegas. Praying for Vegas is not the problem, okay? You don't need to pray for Vegas to solve the problem or anywhere else in America where there's a white supremacist mass shooter. No. God isn't making you do this or what you praying to him for. No, that's not the issue, Jason Aldean and white supremacist America. That is not the issue at all. What the issue is, you keep overlooking your white supremacist male mass shooters, and then every time you turn around, people have given you warnings about their behavior. Hey, little Jimmy so-and-so, hey, they was talking weird. They was talking about they were going to do this or that, threatening people and all of that, and weird behavior, threatening folks with guns. What y'all do, you ignore it because you don't want to mass incarcerate or criminalize your own community, which is where most of the terrorism comes from, the domestic terrorism here in America. Okay? We could go down, we'll be here all night naming down the list of domestic terrorists besides Stephen Paddock here. But let's read this little message, right? Because see, this happened. He posted this right after that shooting, okay? So let's read his concerns, Mr. Small Town. He says, over the last 24 hours, I have gone through lots of emotions. Fear, anger, heartache, compassion, and many others. I truly, oh my God, wait, see, this is one of my pet peeves right here. Mr. Small Town, you need to be hooked on big phonics because look how he misspelled that. Truly does not have an E in it, damn it. You need to be hooked on big phonics. That's what you need. There is no E in truly. It's Truly. Jesus Christ. You know what? What am I? That's what I should expect from this. He's a redneck. What can we expect? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I truly don't understand why a person would want to take the life of another. Oh, really? It seems to be common in your culture, Mr. Aldean, but I digress. Something has changed in this country and is in this world lately that is scary to see. This world is becoming the kind of place I'm afraid to raise my children. Oh, really? Why would you be so afraid, Mr. Aldean? You say the country has changed, but it looked like business as usual with America to me, because see, those of us that know our history, you came over here as a bunch of thugs and criminals. That's exactly what the so-called founding fathers were. So why are you so disillusioned about what America has always been? See, pay attention to this, family, because see, this is what happens when you live a life denying reality and making up excuses instead of dealing with actual problems right in front of your face. Let's continue. Roll on up here. At the end of the day, we aren't Democrats or Republicans, whites or blacks, men or women. We are all humans and we are all Americans, and it's time to start acting like it and stand together as one. That is the only way we will ever get this country to be better than it has ever been. But we have a long way to go, and we have to start now. My heart aches for the victims and their families of this senseless act. I'm so sorry for the hurt and pain everyone is feeling right now, and there are no words I can say to take the pain away. Just know you all are in my heart and my prayers as we go through this together. Time to come together and stop the hate. See, he'll talk like that. He'll say that. Then you'll come over here in present day and you'll make coded white supremacist songs about trying stuff in a small town, directing it towards black people. Oh, yeah. We're going to tell the truth about it. Hold on. Make sure I clear my throat here. And here's the thing. We're going to read this together. I'm pulling this up from this NBC News article. Okay, I want to make sure y'all can see that. I'm going to slide this over to the left. All right. Let me make sure that that is visible. All right. So now, the courthouse in the background of the video. All right. That was a courthouse in Tennessee. All right. Where he shot it at. It has a grim history behind it, like they said. Because see, again, they put messages in everything that you see here in America. The movies, music, everything is done for a purpose. You better believe that. People don't just put something together without knowing the information on it. So don't believe on it. Oh, we didn't know. Yes, the hell they did know, and I'm finna prove it. Let me tell you something, family. The reason you hear us over here in New Black Media Spaces always talking about history and telling you to know your history, do research. White supremacists, everything, every single thing that was done to harm us as a people, they keep vivid account of that in their families and their cities. Where these things happen, they celebrate this stuff. Don't you ever let them tell you, oh, we didn't know. See, let's just read a portion of this article. A music video by country star Jason Aldean has drawn widespread attention, in part for featuring a Tennessee courthouse that is known as the site of a heinous lynching that happened a century ago. Released on YouTube Friday, the video for the song Try That in a Small Town features Aldean and his band performing in front of the Maury County Courthouse in Columbia, the same site where a black teenager was lynched in 1927. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, they didn't expect us to key in on that. They didn't expect us to pay that any attention at all. But unfortunately for them, we did pay it some attention. Oh, yes, we surely did. We paid that attention and then some, because, see, I'm not done with Mr. Aldean yet. Oh, yeah, we finna bring to light all of this stuff that you don't want to talk about in the mainstream media. Yes, we are. Hold on. Let me make sure I enhance that a little bit. Let me click on this. Okay, yeah. See, some of y'all were mentioning this early in the chat room. You know I was going to cover this. You know I was going to. Jason country star Aldean, okay, dashes off stage with a heat stroke Oh, yeah. See, the ancestors are not playing about we who there are the descendants of their children. They're not. They're not at all. Okay? You dash off the stage with a heat stroke because them ancestors put that heat on top of your head. Y'all gonna learn about playing with we who are the descendants of our ancestors that you brutalized. See, let me tell you something about the spirit of our people. When you look at everything that our people went through, the demonic torture, the hopelessness, and yet they still didn't give up. Don't you think that they said, okay, we might not be able to get justice, okay? We may not be able to deal with them, but we will give all our spiritual strength to our descendants. And as we pass on into the next world, we're going to look out for them and protect them. See, that's what they don't understand. He had more bad luck. Jason Aldean concert at Blossom Music Festival washout is postponed because by severe weather. Oh, the man says whooping that ass, buddy. You can say you don't believe in it. That's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to believe in them for them to teach you the lesson that you're going to learn. But yeah, want to get those things out the way dealing with Mr. Aldean because we're going to analyze some more situations and opinions about this and break some things down as we continue to send a message to him and his cohorts, okay? So I want y'all to take a look at something and we'll come back with some commentary.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap on Jason Aldean.
Yeah.
So country singer Jason Aldean is getting backlash for the video of his song, Not in a Small Town, which critics are saying is racist. It's got lyrics, racist lyrics, and images. Aldean says the song's about unity. Here's South Dakota Christy Nome defending him. Here's the clip.
I am shocked by what I'm seeing in this country with people attempting to cancel this song and cancel Jason. I think a lot of times people that go out and fight every day on these important issues and have an opinion and remember the freedom and liberty that this country was founded on get persecuted from it. And we're seeing that with the Aldeans right now and the songwriters that work so hard on this. And I just want them to know that we support them. We love them. Thank you for writing a song that America can get behind. And boy, keep singing, keep playing. And if you want to come to South Dakota, I'll let you play anywhere.
You'll let him play anywhere? You own South Dakota now? Listen, you know, there are lyrics in the song, and I think, you know, he talks about life in a small town, and it's different, you know, and he shows these images. He's got folks from the Black Lives Matter movement.
And those images of the Black Lives Matter movement, air quotes, Whoopi, you may not be aware of that, Lil Sam Bit, but we know that Black Lives Matter has become synonymous with all black people in America. Let's see the Lee Atwater method. You can find that on this channel, okay? Because I put that up so everybody could review it. I might need to bring that back to the forefront again so that especially young black people can be familiar with these Atwater type tactics where when you mean nigga, but you use euphemisms for the word nigga. Black Lives Matter, the movement, is one of them, okay? It's just like the word where they're trying to hijack the word woke. See, put the pieces together for my young black people, okay? It's important that you study this so that you know if you're around anti-black racists and white supremacists that might not be yelling nigga, you need to understand their mindset and their thought process. Because, see, let's be clear. For the white supremacists trying to gaslight, oh, there's no images of black people in there. How you know? Why is it a racist song? Okay, let's play that game for a minute. Let's play with them for a minute, shall we? When you see all the police in the riot gear, they're only deployed on one community of people. Now, chat, family, what community of people is that? You know, because the Gen Xers, you know, we're getting kind of old. You know, my memory's starting to fade. You know, we don't remember things like we used to. Can anybody help me out? What community of people is this image that you see right here usually deployed on? I mean, now, just folks with signs, but what people is that? Can anybody tell me, you know, I'm drawing a blank. trying to think real hard on what community people. Oh my, it's escaping me. I can't get it. I'm gonna look over here. Let me see if anybody can help me in the chat. Does anybody know? Let me take a look over here. Oh, what? Are y'all serious over there in the chat? Black people? Oh, you don't say. Yes, black folks. Yes, black people. Because see, we never see them. Think about it. Have you ever seen an image of police officers in military riot gear with their Hummers and all of that, pulling up in any white neighborhood? Hell, they don't even want to do that when it's a mass shooter engaging the place. You didn't see that up there in the Buffalo, New York shooting with Peyton Gendry's cowardly ass. You didn't see him deploy that with Dylan Roof. Massacre 9 people in South Carolina and Charleston there. Okay. You didn't see it in Uvalde, Texas. And then when they did show it, they was huddled up out there like a bunch of little bitches, like I said in that last broadcast. If you're a police officer, look at this gear they got on. That's just the regular guys. They ain't even SWAT team. If you run around with all that equipment and backup and radios, high-powered weaponry and ammunition, you are the biggest blue bitch on the planet. But that doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. So, yeah, we just wanted to break that part down. Let's get back to the view because, see, I put this in here for a reason. I saw a couple of people touch on it, but I'm a key in on something that I ain't really hear a lot of people that I saw covering this mention. So we're going to let our old Sambo Whoopi get back to it here.
And he's talking about people taking care of each other. And I find it so interesting that it never occurred to Jason or the writers that that's what these folks were doing. They were taking care of the people in their town because they didn't like what they saw. Just like you talk about people taking care of each other in small towns. We do the same thing in big towns. You just have to realize that when you make it about Black Lives Matter, people kind of say, well, are you talking about black people? What are you talking about here? If we're talking about Americans taking care of each other, then it shouldn't be about Black Lives Matter. You should be able to show all the different things that have gone on in our country where people stood up and said no more. We do the same thing that small towns do. That's my 2 cents to that.
Now let me let me get in on her 2 cents because she was making some sense. But see, Whoopi, no other group of people in the country are dealt with and treated the same way as foundational black American freedmen. This is why we keep telling people, and we're going to continue to be vehement in this. Don't latch any other group onto our struggle. The LGBT thing, you choose which orientation you want to be. I don't care how mad somebody get me saying that. So you're not going to latch that on. You're not going to latch on the Asians, the East Indians, the Arabs, the Hispanics. They're still not going to latch no white people onto it because none of you have been treated that way. And see, they mentioned the Chinese Exclusion Act. Yeah, that was one law put on the books. And they got rid of that. Jim Crow was a bunch of laws, and they still continue to try to enact that today across the nation with black people. So you don't lump us in with everybody. Whoopi, you were doing good for a minute, but see, you try to do that include, it should be. Yeah, it should be, but it's not. We're going to deal with the reality. Let's let them get back to it.
This was, This was to me something where about half the people in my life see it one way and half the people in my life see it a different way. So I'm trying to kind of see what are we disconnecting on. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that his intent wasn't to, stoke division, glorify violence or racism. I'm going to give him that benefit of the doubt. I don't know. But I'll say this. There was a line. So for the many folks who are offended by this, there's a line in it that says, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. So for a lot of my friends.
Let me chime back in here and get on this heifer right here, this little old alabaster right here. I'm so sick, and we got to start checking hard, especially people in the dominant society that try to use this line. I'm so sick of this. I don't think he was trying to stoke division. We're already divided in this country. We've never been unified with anybody else outside of our lineage. Ain't no unity. See, I hate when this is going to cause division. When have we ever been all together? Because see, make America great again, euphemism, slogans like that. We know what that meant, okay? Then when you hear people talking about the good old days and you know, the roaring Trinity, all these different phrases like that. You go back and look at each time period. When the hell was black people ever doing good? See, the disrespectful thing about these suspected white supremacists, okay? Hold on just a second, family. Hold on just a second. Can you hear me, family? Let me know if you can hear me. Because I see they up to it. Let me see if they can hear me. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Let me see if y'all can hear me in the chat room, okay? Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Oh, yeah. See, they pissed off. I'm hurting the little mayonnaise feelings already. Listen, let me tell you, white supremacist something. You better sit your punk asses down. Because, see, I'm going to tell this truth whether you like it or not. This is fair use. You have no right to try to terminate this stream. You can't do it within the rules. But, see, we know you've been coming after new black media channels anyway. Yeah, with these fraudulent claims. Oh, see, I know that it must be a Jason Aldean fan listening. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad that y'all can hear me, brother. Because, see, I saw the little message on the screen. They're trying to flag it. But that's all good. Yeah, we finna go ahead and get this going here. You know what? Hold tight. Let me see something. I'm going to check something real quick. We're gonna get back to cooking here in just a minute. Oh, yes, we are. We definitely are. We definitely are. Okay. All right. Yeah. See this foolishness right here? I got something for you. Now I'm really finna turn up on you. You should have left my stream alone. Family, like I was saying, they keep talking about division. We've always been divided in this nation. And see, white supremacists that's messing with the stream, if you paid more attention to listening to the truth, you could actually fix some things that's going on with your people now. See, you haven't learned your lesson yet. Trying to censor the truth or having an issue when people are talking about the truth, that doesn't do anything. That's childlike logic. But a lot of you are childish, though. If you sweep dirt up on the rug, all you do is get a bigger lump on it. You need to sit down and shut up and listen to this truth. That's what you need to listen to. So, family, we going to keep on rolling. Hey, one puke, two monkey don't stop no show because they know damn well all of this is within fair use. Oh, see, now wait till they see what I got lined up here next. I'm really finna get to cooking on you now. So, like I said, I just wanted to point that part out. And what the hell is she wearing? Now I got to be petty. What the hell is she wearing, man? This heifer got on. What is this, ladies? Y'all tell me. See, I wouldn't have no chick wearing this. Oh, yeah, I'm finna make you mad. She thinks she coordinated with a little lipstick up there. Oh, pink and black, whatever this is. Ladies, come on, man. See, this is why y'all need to start hating and get with some of these sisters here so we can get you right. We've been getting you right ever since slavery, okay? You didn't know how to be good mothers, so black people had to raise your children. Hell, you didn't really have any skills. That's why we had to do all the damn work. Oh, yeah, I'm going to light y'all asses up tonight. You want to fuck with my stream? I got something for you. It's going to be twice as brutal. Now, I'm going to give you a reason to fuck with it. Oh, yes, I am. And it's going to be within bounds where you can be, oh, I want to get it, but I can't. Yeah, so you should have left it alone. So, family, we're going to get back to this conversation. Oh, we're going to get back to it because we're not done with them by sight. Fair use, fair use.
Family who are legal gun owners in small communities, they're like, yeah, that's what we do if someone breaks into a store. He's talking about the right to defend yourself. What I thought of when I read that was Ahmaud Arbery. I think of a black man in a small town in the South who literally just got shot for doing nothing wrong. So I think what becomes problematic is that there's a lack of recognition.
Oh, hold tight, hold tight. Oh my God, that's hilarious. This might be the comment of the night right here, boy. My chat room, wow. See, y'all making it worse. I'm already get my jokes in. Just Jerry Curls here. Just Jerry Curls say she's wearing the Trapper Keeper colors. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. Hey, can y'all hear me, man? I see they still messing with it. I might have to do something different, man. I might have to do something different. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Hold on. I'm going to type in the chat to see if y'all can hear me. Okay, hold on. Cause see, we ain't done with them yet. We ain't done with them yet. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, because I see it over here on my end. They're trying to mess with things, okay? Because see, if I have to, what I'm going to do, what I might have to do, okay, cool. Tell you what we going to do, family. Hold on. Right back. Give me. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Because see, what I might have to do, I might have to restart this and get on them. Because see, they mad, boy. They don't want me to go in on this, but they going to get this work, though. They still going to get it. So give me a little bit of time. We going to fire right back up. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me, family? Y'all can hear me now? Because see what I was about to do. I tell you what we going to do, right? I tell you what we going to do. I got something for that. Oh, I got a trick for their asses. Yes, I do. Okay. Because see, they don't want me to play this part. They tripping. But I got a trick for that. So I tell y'all what. We going to hear what they got to say. Hold on. Let me go on ahead and got a trick for them. Yeah, hold tight, family. Hold tight. We going to get through this tonight. They mad. See, when you start burning with that truth, man, the devil can't take the truth. I got something for that, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, y'all give me just a second here. We going to fix that, and we going to get right back to cooking on their asses. Because, see, man, if they didn't do it, see, that's another thing, white supremacists. If you don't want people to get on you, stop doing stuff so that we have to get on you. Just cut it out. Then we'll leave you alone. You leave us alone, we'll leave you alone. Okay? Oh, yeah, that's what we finna do here. I got something. Yeah, hold on. We're going to do it like this, family. Since they want to play these goofy games and stuff, yeah, we finna do it. Yeah. Oh, because we going to play this thing. Oh, don't trust me. One puke, two monkey will not stop a show. See, all they doing is making it worse. They just delaying the inevitable. That's all you're doing. Okay? So now, we going to get back to this. Oh, yeah, we definitely going to get back to this. They can get mad if they want to get, but we finna get back to it, damn it. Cause see, y'all deserve this work, okay? You gonna put your little racist song out there. We got a right to critique it. So we gonna get back to this and fair use again, fair use. See, that's why they carry this shit down. Boy, we done made one of the white supremacists mad. Listen, Giblet, before I get back started here, Giblet, who keep messing with my stream over there at Pew 2, because I know that's a person. They ain't no bot, no nothing. Look, Giblet, I can't help if you're a male white supremacist that, you got a little old dusty, dry dick. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had none since, it had you. I can't help that, okay? Now, if you get the right kind of lotion, you might can solve that problem. And for the female white supremacists that's listening to me, listen, baby, listen. Now, I can't help you because I don't like alabasters. I can't help you, okay? But, the cobweb that's growing across your little alabaster crotch there, I can't do nothing for you about that, okay? You're going to have to find you a bread of your choice that's going to sacrifice to deal with your little musty mayonnaise ass, okay? Okay, and maybe take a shower and get the wet dog smell off you, and then probably that might help you a little bit, okay? So look, I'm just trying to talk to them, family. So we're going to get back to this, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do it this way since they tripping about things, but we're going to make our points regardless. So I'm going to go ahead and let this play. We just going to deal with the audio.
Recognition of what this means to about 50% of the country whose experience isn't Jason Aldean's. I like him. I've always liked his music. I'm kind of a country gal about like a quarter of the time. But this is also for the folks on the right who are defending this. They see the BLM riots, I think many can acknowledge protests and riots, that George Floyd's death and murder was evil, it was wrong, it was unacceptable, but so was the killing of someone like David Dorn, a black retired police officer who was defending his friend's store and was shot during the riots and aftermath of that movement. So I think if people of good faith can see both sides, they can see there is an issue with this song because of what it means to a lot of communities, but there is an issue of violence, of looting, of rioting.
Yes, but why are you linking it to black people?
Well, that's
Yes, little old mayonnaise woman, why are you linking it to black people? See, that's what they always like to do. You like to scapegoat folks. But see, I want y'all to listen to this exchange that she and Whoopi is about to have. Because look, we criticize Whoopi, we get on her. But like I said, I'll give anybody credit when they're on point and they're talking sense. We're going to get back to this exchange. Then we're going to finish breaking this down.
But that's the issue.
That's the issue. The imagery is what becomes very problematic.
You can sing about there's a lot wrong here with this. This is a man who saw what happens when someone is out of control with their guns.
Yeah,
he's someone who was performing in Vegas, and he saw people get. So I don't understand how he could be that disconnected. How people around him didn't say to him, hey, listen, you know what? Maybe there's a better way to do this because...
Well, the imagery invoked race. That's what was...
There's no reason to separate big city people from small town people. That, to me, is the divisive part of this song. I mean, it's a deplorable...
Listen to the gaslighting this heifer's talking about. Big city people versus small town people. You know damn well that's not what that song is about. See, again, thank you, Jason Aldean. Thank you very much. Because, see, we're in a time right now but we need these type of lessons to teach black youth. And see, if you're a young black person, listen to the sound of my voice, even though they're doing everything they can to stop this broadcast. Listen to me. Pay attention to the codified language they're using that we're going to break down here tonight. And pay attention to the gaslighting that these alabastresses are sitting up here trying to do. Because she know it ain't got nothing to do with big town versus small town. That's not the imagery in that damn video or none of that. But we're going to continue, though. Let's let them continue.
Song, and it's annoying. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're going to round up. Well, that S might fly in the city. Good luck. It's very divisive and provocative. But I defend his right to do this video.
Absolutely.
Because they can't censor me, they shouldn't censor him either. But he has to understand that the big cities are supporting the small towns. Blue counties are responsible for 70% of America's economy. The big cities are really providing the things that you have in these small towns. You should not be against big cities.
Yeah, but okay, so when I first heard the title before I heard the song, I kind of thought, oh, great. A small town song, because I am from a small town in Iowa. I understand the pride and the differentiation between towns and rural communities and the cities, because you're not thought of very highly in this country, never have. Like when you come out here, I was always that girl from Iowa. Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna let this conversation, this exchange between the two alabasters continue because, see, this is another tactic, family. So when you break down white supremacy, you always apply it to battlefield and warfare tactics. This is another one that these beggars will do, especially on platforms where they can do this, like this one, okay, on a white-owned network. Two of them will get started gaslighting, and then they'll both have a back and forth to completely derail the issue at hand, which is anti-black racism and coded imagery and lyrics in this song. I want you, look, I'm going to play this, and I want you to study how long they're going to go on. Because, see, white supremacy, they understand their role in it. Their role is auxiliary support, even though they go back and forth with their man for control because they want a bigger slice of white supremacy. Hey, they look at it like, hey, we're the mothers of white supremacy, so we can run this better than you, okay? So I want y'all to catch that little tactic because many of you probably seen it on your jobs or anywhere where there's a multitude of them and there's an issue being discussed and they throw their little lice-infested 2 cents in. So I'm going to let this play, and I want y'all to study this tactic.
Understandably, I claim it proudly. But the point is that we have...
What's wrong with saying that girl from Iowa?
No, they weren't saying it in a way. They're like, oh, she doesn't get it. It's from Iowa. You know, the point is we have a simple life. It's about family. It's about church. It's about community. big cities have
I
that
have
too.
the same exact
Yeah,
point.
Well, let me
that's
finish my
her
point. Big cities have the same thing. I had that in my own area in Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is not exactly Iowa. But my point is, coming from a small town, when a lot of people don't leave those towns, I understood the community part. The problem is you can never say, see how far you make it down the road without knowing the history of this country. And it wasn't just Jason Aldean, because he didn't write the song, he did perform it. But there's a lot of like checks and balances when you're putting out an album, you're gonna be touring, you're gonna be performing it. I also say shame on every person that could have caught it along the way to say there are problems here with this song. And
Look at all of this deceptive mayonnaise babbling. They hide in the open, family. Everybody on that was on code. Everybody that was involved in production that was on code, okay? So this is her trying to pretend as if she's got an issue with it. They're basically trying to cover for the dude, because if you didn't catch it, what I was breaking it out earlier about this deflection tactic, pay attention to what they're about to say next here.
maybe the biggest thing he should do right now is listen. When you want empathy, like even Gretchen, the governor said, you know, well, people need to just listen. They're coming after him. If you want people to empathize with your side, or your take or your interpretation, you need to stop, and he should open his ears, because maybe he doesn't consciously realize why a lot of people are not okay with this song, and he should really listen to that.
I'm actually not going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm pleased that you are, and I'm pleased that you are.
Agree.
Now, listen to what she tried to throw in there, the alabasters, talking about, well, maybe they wasn't aware of it. Remember what I just told you earlier about anytime we've been historically harmed in this country, especially if it was in front of a place like a courthouse, that has symbolic meaning to them and their families. They pass that down and tell stories about it through generations, okay? See, they think that we're not intelligent enough to figure that out. I want y'all to listen to Sonny Hostin, though. Let's get back to it.
That he should be allowed to say whatever he wants.
Because as a lawyer, when I put my legal hat on, I don't believe in censorship.
Right.
However, this man is from Macon, Georgia. My father's from Augusta, Georgia, and Macon, Georgia. I spent many summers there. Yeah, both. I spent many summers there. It is one of the most racist places in this country.
Let me stop Sonny Hostin right there, okay? Let me correct her on something. Yeah, we got white supremacists down in Macon, Georgia. Yeah, they all over Georgia. But I gotta go here because from my understanding, she's biracial. Her family probably tried to move to areas where it was a bunch of white folks thinking they was better than other people. I gotta go here because see, if she was around black people, she wouldn't even really be talking like that. That's how you could tell she didn't really grow up. If she was in Macon, she wasn't around in the black parts of Macon. Because, see, we protect each other from them in these areas down here in Georgia where we are. So I just wanted to correct that part, but I'm going to let her get back to it.
So don't tell me that he knew nothing about what that imagery meant and what he... So I don't give him the benefit.
But I'm saying, along with him, more people should also be held accountable.
The other thing is that what was evoked for me, which was, you know, you're not going to get out of this town, are those sundown
don't let the sun
areas
go down on your ass.
Because there were times when black people, my mother's in the audience today, thank you for coming. And my mother and father, because they were an interracial couple, were run out of South Carolina by the KKK. And my father is still scarred from that experience, and you are still scarred from that experience. So
we're all still scarred from that experience.
So don't tell me that not only was he aware of what he was doing by using that imagery, he embraces that imagery. And unfortunately, this became the #1 song on US iTunes.
Let me interject again, because see, what people like Sonny Hostin do, and I'm not knocking anybody that's biracial, you can't help how you're born, but one of the problems is, because they're going to experience racism as a biracial person, especially if you're a child of a black parent and a white parent. In America, you're going to experience it. I disagree with her saying that it's unfortunate that it went to #1 on the iTunes, whatever. No, I want it #1 worldwide. Because, see, again, we got to get out of this thing as black people where We want them to hide their racism. Hell no. Come on with it, Jason Aldean. Try to in a small town. Yeah, come on. I want to hear it. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. It's better to deal with people up front that let you know what they think about you than have them hide it. See, I got to go here because Sonny is a big Democrat supporter. That's what the Democrats teach you to do. They hate black people just as much as Republicans, but what they want to do is hide that behind your back, smile in your face, and then have that knife ready to stab you as soon as you turn around. I respect the Republicans because they'll hold a knife right in front of it. Look, nigga, I'm going to stab you with this. That's exactly how they get down, okay? That's how they do it. So, no, I don't want it hidden because, see, fam, I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't want it hidden. Just like we know when we see that damn rebel flag, you know what you're dealing with? That song right there letting you know what you're dealing with. So I advise anybody to rethink that, oh, we need to censor them. Hell no. No, don't censor nobody. Listen, if I had my way, none of them would be censored. The only thing I ask, don't try to censor new black media platforms either. Let them say whatever they want to say. I want to know exactly how you feel about me and my people. So that's the only contingency that I have with that, you know. But I'm going to let her get back to it here because she's going to explain a couple more things. And see, I had to include this because this conversation needs to be analyzed and somebody got to call it like it is. Let's get back to it.
We have a problem in this country about race, and the biggest problem is we refuse to admit that it exists.
Well, don't you think that a lot of this big
That's part
city,
of it,
small
yeah.
town businesses racist is about race? The cities have more
Yes,
black
of course
people than
it
the
is.
small
Well,
towns.
of
course it
And
is.
you know,
That's why he
you
used
turn on
black
Fox
imagery.
News. You turn on Fox News any given time of the day, and there's all these stories about New York and California being crime-ridden states. The states with the worst murder rates are all red states: Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and
You're
Missouri.
making it Democrat, Republican. There are a
doesn't-
lot of small towns
it
that are
doesn't-
not.
This is all political stuff.
But I know, but I'm saying that
But
not every
again-
small town is a red or a blue.
But
Some
the
are.
ones that he's talking from.
You have the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are.
And see, let me point this out also. Those of us in new black media spaces, we know that red, blue, that shit don't matter. It's all white supremacy. See, they want to play them little tic-tac-toe back and forth color games. No. They both on the same page because, see, when the Republicans, okay, were responsible for, like, you know, enacting a lot of these racist policies, you saw the Democrats using things like the 94 crime bill and three strikes law in conjunction with that to mass incarcerate us. They're playing on the same team against us, okay? Never forget that. Let's let them get back to it.
All right.
I have a legal note.
Really?
Yes.
I do.
Shocking.
Jason Aldean defended his song in a statement, saying the references people have made are not only meritless, but dangerous. He added, there is not a single lyric in that song that references race or points to it. And there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage.
Did you ever hear of a dog
And
whistle?
while I can try and respect others,
We got to highlight another very important comment in the chat room, thanks to the good sister Only Pamela's Way. And she says, it is so interesting that them folks use Fox News as the go-to for racism. It's all of them. And sister, you are 100% correct. Because, see, that's the equivalent of them trying to put racism off on, oh, it's just the KKK. Oh, no, it's not. So I'm very glad that you pointed that out in the chat room right there. I hope everybody remembers that because that sister's 100% right with that statement. Let's get back to it.
to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far.
No,
So that's what's so
boring.
interesting about all of this, is it does go too far. You've gone too far.
All right. So now, now that we've gotten that out of the way, because they just didn't want us to see that, we're going to take a little look at Mr. Aldean's video here. Yeah. Hey, Jason, shout out to Mr. Aldean. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at the imagery in this thing, and we're going to be stopping it bit by bit to break it down. Oh, I'm really finna piss you off now, PewTube. Fair use, fair use. Salute to the sister Barbara Anderson for the cash out, by the way. Thank you very much for that, my sister.
Sucker punch somebody on the sidewalk. Carjacking old lady at a red light.
Okay, so you see he opens up the song with sucker punch somebody on the sidewalk. Yeah, okay. Jason, did not Daniel Penny sucker choke Jordan Neely? Is that not what he did? He snuck up behind a starving homeless black man and choked him to death. And he had to have help to do it. I just want to bring that part up, because we know who these lyrics are directed towards. Let's let him continue.
Pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face. Stomp on the flag and light it up.
He said, cuss out a cop and spit in his face. Stomp on the flag and light it up. Okay, Jason, last time I checked, it's mostly your people that spit at cops and shoot at them and try to stab them and burn the flag. That's mostly your folks. See, all of this is a lot of projection. But again, we're going to slow roll this thing, man, because, a lot of people didn't really analyze this like that. But hey, let's let old Jason get back to it, man.
Yeah, you think it's tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long.
Around here, take care of our own. Cross that line, it won't take long. Okay. So, Mr. Aldean, I got a question for you. You say, around there, you take care of your own. Cross the line, it won't take long. Very interesting choice of words you used there, buddy. Because what happens to your children when these white male mass shooters go on a rampage? Don't look like you're taking care of your own when it comes to your babies, which you desperately need because them numbers are plummeting. Let me just do some simple math for you, Mr. Aldean, so I can help you get concerned with the things that really matter, because it ain't black folks. This pandemic hit, your numbers were the hardest hit. You're already having fertility issues. Most of your population is dying off faster than you being born. Then you got your meth epidemic. Another thing taking you out. To compound the error, you're making it illegal for them to shoot up and use these drugs instead of dealing with the issue like you dealt when you put crack in black communities. Or it wasn't a health issue then, you mass incarcerated us. Oh yeah. See, you got a lot more to be worried about, but see, it takes intelligence to focus on things that really are instead of using black people as a scapegoat. So yeah, I'm gonna try to help him out because we're benevolent over here. Yeah, let's let him get back to it.
For you to find out, I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me.
Oh, we got to stop it one more time and acknowledge this comment by the brother Nightfall Drop. Oh, yeah, we got to read this one because you absolutely right, brother. He said, or whenever Grandpa or Uncle Billy decides to start touching all over their kids. Ooh. Oh, see, I wasn't going to go there, but look, we're going to tell the truth. We may well tell it all. According to the FBI crime statistics, who are the ones that are most likely to molest and harm children? It ain't black folks or black men. Oh, it's you alabaster men. Oh, you dangerous to your little precious white kids. And look, no child should be molested or harmed. But see, if you look out for your own, last time I checked, as I said in the beginning of this broadcast, a part of manhood is making sure the children are safe. Are you violating your children? But see, Jason, I guess you wasn't going to put that in your song because that's, too much like dealing with reality. Oh, but we going to hit you with that reality over here tonight, buddy. Oh, yes, we are. Let's let him get back to it.
They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you don't. Try that in a small town full of good old boys raised up right.
Okay, so he said, it's for the good old boys raised up right. If you was good old boys raised up right, again, why is it that you lead not only in the molestation of children across the board, but in sexual assault crimes towards your women? Okay. I mean, you got a lot going on in your community. Y'all the main ones responsible for this meth epidemic that's tearing your people up left and right. Got you running around out here like crack zombies, meth zombies all over the place. Oh, see, when you start talking to them like this, yeah, I expect you to mess with this stream. You supposed to. Because you a devil and you on the side of deception instead of the truth. So I expect them to come and mess with this stream. Y'all seen how they came at our brother, Professor Black Truth, talking about he had nudity in his videos. Now, you know this man don't even use nothing close to that in his graphics. Oh, see, but we prepared for you over here. We expect y'all to come at us with it, okay? And family, look, if they do anything to this, you know where I'm going to post the stream, man. Y'all going to be able to get the truth. But see, Jason, this imagery on your screen right here, again, I'll pause it right here for a reason. Let's look at that. Look at all that gear they got. Number one phrase, what they use. I feared for what? I feared for my life against a black person with a protest sign. Really? Why you don't see them deploy again when their mass shooters are all over the place? Why don't you deploy them to bust up them dangerous meth labs on your corners, which if they explode, they could take out a city block? Why don't you do that? Look at that attire. Again, almost double down on it. You got to be the biggest punk bitch walking to be clad from head to toe in all that armor, and you walking around in numbers talking about you afraid. Pathetic. Let's let them get back to it.
If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Round here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long.
Okay, so I'm gonna get him again, cause see, you know, that's a part of his little hook there. You know, round here we take care of our own. You cross that line, won't take long. Listen, Jason, that's one of the biggest lies ever told, because as much as they always claim we love the truth, we love the truth. Why is it a such thing as a homeless veteran of any color? But we're gonna deal with that community. If you really take care of your own, there's no greater honor that they can give than to go and fight and bleed for this country. Okay? Those of us who are combat veterans, no greater honor that you can give for the nation than that. But yet you don't treat any veterans right. So you really don't take care of your own. And I dare any white veteran to argue with me and tell me different, because you know what it is when it comes to any of us veterans. You know what it is. Okay? So yeah, I'm going to challenge him with a whole bunch of logic and truth on this. Let's let him get back to it.
For you to find out, I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town.
These farmers are dropping their own crops for the day. A friend is in need, and they've come to help.
It's what this community and a lot of our communities stand for. Somebody needs some help, you'll get it.
Try that in a small town.
Right now it's
So yeah, that's the video full of all that little subliminal imagery right there. But see, let me tell y'all something again, white supremacists. Get hyped up off that song you want to and start coming around here messing with black folks. Let me tell you something. This is the worst time for you to try that, because you're running around here talking about woke this, woke that. Oh yeah, we wide awake. Oh, we wide awake on a great deal regarding protecting our own people, because we know technically this is called what it is. We don't really have law enforcement anymore. We got a bunch of race soldier havens that don't produce justice and protect black people. That's what we got. But see, we're going to go back in time a little bit and look at something else that Mr. Aldean should still be concerned about, because this is one of the deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history. Let's go back down to memory lane tonight. See, yeah, I'm going to burn you with the truth over here tonight. Let's let this play.
This newly released surveillance video shows 1 October gunman Stephen Paddock in the days and hours leading up to the mass shooting.
MGM Resort says Paddock's actions show nothing out of the ordinary, but Contact 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears spoke with a body language expert who says there were indications that something was off.
A telltale facial expression and anxious elevator behavior. Both jumped out as signs to body language expert Dr. Jack Brown that something was not right with Stephen Paddock.
There's not any one thing that says this guy's a killer or whoops, this is an absolute call to police right now kind of behavior. But there are definitely anxiety tells in abnormal behavior to the point where, it depends on your screening level.
Meaning how much attention was being paid by those watching Paddock's movements at Mandalay Bay, if anyone was watching the high roller as he came and went over days, gambling all night long and carting in load after load of luggage.
Now, didn't Jason Aldean tell us they take care of their own? Isn't that what he said? Because see, if you take care of your own, somebody working at that hotel would have said, damn, what is he doing coming in and out with all that luggage? I already checked in here. What are you doing? Hey, sir, I need to check your luggage. What's going on? Did you just go shopping? For security concerns, we're going to have to check your luggage real quick. It's simple as that. That's all somebody should have did. Okay, could have done this. Could have prevented all kinds of loss of life. Okay? All kinds. But see, white supremacist America, what your damn problem is, you don't think that none of your people can do wrong, even when you got the hard numbers and stats in front of you about who commit the most of what crimes. You always, I guarantee you, watch this, family. I'm going to go here with it. Yes, I am, damn it. If Stephen Paddock had been a black man doing that exact same behavior with a bunch of bags, he wouldn't have went out once or twice before they would have stopped him. Hey, sir, I noticed you coming back in with a lot of bags. What's going on? Let's check your bags, okay? We all know that to be the truth. Let's get back to this report, though, family, because we have to remind people of things that they should be concerned about. We're going to tell the whole truth over here tonight.
It seemed like he really went out of his way to make it look casual, take up the luggage, not all at once in multiple trips. He really planned it out.
So calculated, Brown says it was spooky, and a spooky demeanor is part of what he sees here in Paddock's face.
So that center forehead going up, a little bit of a mouth smile, that's a person with low empathy and low sincerity, and that's also got a very high correlation with sociopathic behavior.
It's an expression we all make once in a while, but Brown says those who do it a lot raise red flags. He blogs about the expression on the faces of convicted serial killers and foreign leaders like Russian President Vladimir Putin. Dr. Brown also noticed Paddock's elevator behavior.
He's got his legs crossed and he's his center of gravity is way off.
Which he says might not seem abnormal at that moment, but in hindsight shows significant anxiety. In this video clip,
he's got his hands in his pockets and he's doing this. That's significant for anxiety.
And while the behavior itself isn't necessarily incriminating, Brown says it's all about the context.
And that's particularly the elevator thing was extremely out of context.
Once inside the elevator, he notes how multiple times Paddock backs into the corner, even though he's alone.
And the corner he chose was a corner with the camera, such that the camera showed the top of his head and not his face. Even if there wasn't a camera, that's odd behavior to go in the corner of an elevator. That might be something, if I was screening for potential nefarious behavior, that I would look for.
Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing this back up, because see, over here, my primary responsibility and function is to give my people information that you can use to protect yourselves. The body language experts are 100% right about that. So I want you to remember that type of behavior if you see it out here as a black person, because we know to keep an eye on them anyway. But those particular movements right there, if you see that, you might be in a situation where you need to get your family and leave that particular vicinity, or prepare to neutralize the threat if that's not an option, okay? See, we have to pay attention to what we should be looking for out here because, like I said before, we don't have law enforcement. All we have is a bunch of race soldier havens, okay? So when it comes to protecting ourselves and our families, we'll deal with that ourselves. We don't have to wait on nobody to protect ourselves, okay? So I just want y'all to pay attention to that part. Let's get back to it.
MGM says they could not reasonably foresee that a longtime guest with no known history of threats or violence and behaving in a manner that appeared outwardly normal would carry out such an inexplicably evil, violent, and deadly act. Darcy Spears, 13 Action News.
Salute to the good brother Jafar Kazim for the cash out. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate that. So now, family, that we got analyzing Mr. Try That in Small Towns video out the way. We got the history on the things that he should be concerned about in his community when he was at the concert where one of the deadliest mass shootings in history took place. We got to analyze something else, though. Because, see, I want us to make sure we're aware of all the threats on every side, outside the community, inside the community. Now we must analyze one that's in our community, okay? Because, see, again, I applaud everybody for letting us know where they stand, okay? Salute to the good brother Jason Black. I want to analyze this phone call because many of you probably heard this. Y'all probably know what you're about to hear. I'm going to play this and we're going to break some things down. And again, I'm so glad that Jason has the mindset to let these types of individuals speak, okay? So that we can hear what they sound like and we're going to see what they look like too. I'm going to play this, family, and then we're going to start breaking some things down on this.
Trey Lincoln from Edinburgh, Texas, and what's on your mind?
Yeah, they told me to call in because I said chill out on Jason Aldean. So, I mean, you know, I listen to country music a little bit, and I grew up on it. And so that's all I said. It wasn't a big thing. I listen to your broadcast every week.
Okay.
So, now, let me pause it right quick off the rip. There's plenty of black folks that listen to country music too, okay? But that don't mean we got to be buck dancing sambos. I like some of it myself, depending on what it is. Okay, whether it's Charlie Pride, song by Willie Nelson, Built for My Horses, several country songs. Okay, I have a diverse ear in music, okay? But as you see, I am not a buck dancing coon. The other thing that I have an issue with, family, you better be aware of this. You heard how he said, I listen to your broadcast every week. You do. So if you're listening, that means you damn sure ain't learning nothing over there on the Black Channel. Because if you listening every week, you wouldn't sound like this guy's about to sound. So again, I applaud the Sambos and the coons and the white supremacists to come on out and let us know where we stand. Jason did an excellent job, as usual, of letting this guy embarrass himself and putting him on full display so that we understand that we got this amongst our ranks. See, let me tell you something. I've said this before. A lot of y'all gonna think this is very cruel. I appreciate people like this. You know why? Salute to Project Leroy for the cash out. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate people like this. You know why? Because, see, when it all hits the fans, the pawns need to go first. We need the dum-dums to be out front. And if we can't get them out front, if they're the ones that's running up there trying to be friend to white supremacists, we know where not to be by watching their stupidity. So I appreciate guys like this. Let's let them get back to it.
Well, why? Okay, so what is it? What is it about? What is it about Jason Aldean's song that you think is defensible?
I mean, that was just one song. I just heard that yesterday. But before that, I mean, I was listening to.
Okay, sir. Well, let's not. Okay, let's not skid out. Let's not skid out.
I got to chime in once again. Y'all heard me break down some things about manhood earlier, right? That's another thing that you can tell when you're dealing with lesser men, because Jason asked him a straightforward, simple question. What part of that song do you think is defensible? Then he started babbling and deflecting. See, when you ask a grown man that's about some business a question, we can give you a direct answer to the question. Now, the only thing that would be acceptable to that is if we didn't understand your question and we asked for more information to make sure we give you a direct answer. However, the question that Jason asked is as simple as it can get. He didn't have no need for no other information. So he already knew where it was finna go with this Samboing and cooning. So I just want to point that part out. When a grown man is asked a question, we can give you a direct, straight answer unless we don't understand the question and we ask for more information to be able to give an accurate answer. Beware, ladies, okay, especially you young sisters. Beware of men that you hear talking to other men when they're asked direct questions, they don't answer them. And beware of a man that when you ask him a direct question, he don't give you a direct answer. Deal with them at your own risk. Let's let it continue.
Outside the line, sir, I asked you a question. I'll try this again. What is it about that song? You said we need to chill out on him. Well, we're talking about that song. That song is objectionable. What is it about that song that you think is defensible?
I haven't even listened to the song.
Okay, well, sir, if you were listening to my program today, you did. But my real point here is, furthermore, how...
Now, Jason caught him in a lie, as you know he always will if you start the line over there on his broadcast. But see, I'm going to point something out that I noticed about that. If it's true that he didn't listen to the song all the way through, then this is a big problem about this Sambozo and anybody like him. That means that even if you didn't hear the song all the way through and you're trying to defend it, it's not about the song for him. You're so enamored with Jason Aldean that you put him ahead of your own people. See, if my people are chastising someone or something because they're saying it's a detriment to our people, even if I like it, because my people find a problem with it, I got to go back and take another look at that and see what's going on. And if I don't understand it, the wisest thing to do, hey, brother, hey, sister, I'm not getting it. Can you point this out to me? I'm going to go find some more information. If my people got a problem with it, I got to take a second look at it if I care about my people, okay? So I just wanted to point that out. Let's get back to this call, because this is very important study here.
How can you say chill out on Jason Aldean if you don't even know what the song said, allegedly?
I mean, I'm just going about, hey, I listened to him, and I listened to your broadcast, and everybody was up in the outroar because he said whatever. I mean, but it's...
First of all, the word is uproar, not an outroar, but, this guy is about to totally embarrass himself.
Okay, no, sir. He didn't say whatever, sir. So once again, how can you defend something when you don't even know what you're defending? This isn't the time to be a feckless fanboy. If you're going to defend this, you need to know what was said, because otherwise you don't even, how can you defend him if you don't even know what you're defending?
Well, he said, well, try that in a small town. What white person don't say try this in a small town?
Okay, but sir, yeah, the objection is not try this in a small town. Context matters. What is it that he's saying don't try in a small town, sir?
Also, who is he telling what not to try in a small town? See, let me tell y'all something, man, that come over here into New Black Media Spaces. When you come over here, I'm going to name some names, even if they don't have eye-to-eye agreement on certain things, because that's okay. Nobody's supposed to. But one common denominator goal we all do have. We care about defending and protecting our people. If you come to Jason Black's platforms, any of them, you come to Tariq Nasheed's platforms, any of them, Professor Black True, Philip Scott, Torian Rain, myself, Afro Elite, Sincere Love the Guy, Raheem Shabazz, so many other brothers, Vicky Dillard, we care about our people. See, we view our lineage as a big collective yard. Anything that steps over into that yard that's off code, hey, who goes there? Who is this? We're going to be asking some questions because, see, we recognize the severe hour of history that we in. We can't afford to play with no Sambos and coons behind enemy lines. If that's what you are, we need to identify you, make sure you put out there so everybody knows you, and push your punk ass over there with them folks that you idolize so much. Because I'll be damned if we have not learned from history that the first thing that you must do when you're trying to get free as a people, you got to deal with your coons before you become successful at that endeavor. So again, I applaud and I appreciate Jason for leaving this up. I had to include this here tonight. So we're going to get back to analyzing this. Let's let it continue.
I mean, they just trying to rile up their base, get their people out and show support.
And
they just trying to rile up their base at who though, Sambo? Who?
And their base goes around lynching people like Ahmaud Arbery. That's what their base does when they get riled up. So he'll rile them up, and then they got a January 6th or a Charlottesville, sir.
Yeah, that Charlotte, that did happen. But that's what the Democrats want anyway, you know.
Okay, well,
They wanna make black
here's
publicity.
what I want you to do. What I want you to do me a favor. I want you to get on Zoom for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and post the link to
Where,
Zoom.
right now?
Yes, sir, right now.
What's the chat?
Okay, I'm gonna post the link to Zoom at the top of the chat room here now, so you can go ahead and take a look at that. All you have to do is click on that link, and it'll take you straight there to it. Understand?
Yes.
All right, it's been pinned to the top of the chat room there now. By the way, it helps if you turn off your speakers there. Then it helps to figure out what's going on. But I'd like you to go ahead and just turn that on for me.
Okay.
None of the rest of y'all try to jump on Zoom. This is not the time for everybody else. This is not the time for anybody else on Zoom. Okay, Trey, is that you on Zoom now?
Okay. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Put me on, make me famous.
Well, it's not about making you famous necessarily there, but it works if you turn the audio and the video on, sir. It certainly works if you do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yes. I'm so glad Brother Jason put this goofy Sambozo on Zoom. I'm so glad. To see white supremacists, I've given you the business early in this broadcast, which you hate so much tonight. I know you want to take it down, but you know you really can't. You quit filing false copyrights and all that, trying to interrupt the stream. Just go ahead and sit down and get ready to learn, because now I got to get on my people. Ladies and gentlemen, hide your babies and your kids, because I'm finna use some ugly language to describe what you see on your screen right here. See, down here in Georgia, in these parts, you know what we call one of these? You know what we call one of these? We call one of these a damn shit eater. This is what this motherfucker is right here. Yes, I'm gonna call him what he is. Because see, today, one of the most shameful things for a black person, period, but especially a man, and I'm saying especially a man, because as I said at the outset of the broadcast, we are the leadership class. For a big, goofy, sorry Sambozo that ain't worth two dead flies to be so enamored over interracial sexual access, because his favorite choice, of interracial sexual access is our taco cooch, as we see, okay, and he gonna tell us. You so enamored in that you will run your goofy ass behind enemy lines, because he gonna tell you where he's at, okay, because I'm familiar with where he's at down there. He damn near about going into Mexico. He gonna tell us all of that soon. But see, you so willing to chase behind that, okay? And you're so willing to not only chase behind that interracial sexual access, you willing to deny that these people are buffer class groups for anti-black racism. Then you're going to try to take up for this damn country song with all this coded racist imagery in it, because I believe he saw the whole thing too. See, for some reason, well, I know what the reason is. Some reason some of you clowns, you'll call over there with Brother TBA, and then when you're talking to somebody that's going to hold your feet to the fire with the truth, you start deflecting and babbling and lying. I appreciate them calling up. I'm so glad that he did this. I am. Family, I'm going to let this play. And see, you got to start recognizing when you got these types of people amongst us, because you can't save them. Let's be clear. Everybody ain't going to make it. You don't even try to reason with them. You don't try to pull them back in or nothing. You're going to have to let them go. And see, not only do you let them go, if you got to be around them, you better make sure that you're aware of their mindset, because see, their stupidity can be detrimental and dangerous to us. See, a big goofy Sambo like this will be somebody that one of the Proud Boys, because you got goofballs that think the Proud Boys ain't even a racist group just because Enrique Torrio was the pseudo head of the group. Gavin McGinnis still runs that, by the way, okay? And you saw what happened to Enrique Torrio. But see, they'll use a clown like him, go send a Becky or a Taco over there to infiltrate our neighborhoods and scout it out. Then the next thing you know, our people on the receiving end of some type of domestic terrorist attack. See, cooning Cooning is not something that's just a matter of a difference of opinion. We take that deadly serious. Your life is in danger when you're around a damn coon, especially one that's led by his damn nose like a little 13-year-old child behind some interracial sexual access. Oh, I ain't done with his ass by sight, but I'm going to let him talk and you're going to see why I'm going off on him in case you didn't see this.
Hey, Trey, now you say you're from Edinburgh, Texas?
Yeah, Edinburgh, Texas, down here in the valley, where these Mexicans at.
Okay, brother, and do you have any Mexican women or white women with you there now?
Nah, not now. I mean, they was calling me. They want me to go out with them tonight.
Okay, so
put my square toes on.
So you had some Mexican women who wanted you to go out with them tonight. We don't hear you, Trey. Let me see. Is he? Oh, did you change your audio over? That might be confusing you. Trey is trying to figure out this newfangled technology. Trey is still on the phone, but he's also on Zoom. Trey needs to choose one. It literally has a button on Zoom for microphone. That's literally all you have to do is press that and you'll be on. Try to figure it out, Trey. Do we need hand puppets?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Okay, now we can hear you, sir. Yes, little microphone icon.
You know what? Time out, man. Time out. You know what I think our brother TBA might have to start doing? Brother Jason, if you happen to hear this, man, TBA, you might have to start having a little animated diagram about how to use Zoom up there because, boy, these goofballs they call in, it's just so far beyond them. 2 simple steps. Click your mic, click your camera. 1, 2. You can make up your little something. 1, 2, 1, 2. You get your little bounce going. I mean, I'm just saying, he might have to come up with an animated diagram. Cause boy, that turning that mic and that camera on be whooping their ass, boy. But hey, listen, I digress. Let's let it continue.
Amazing marvel. It really is. Okay, so Trey, with your great taco meat. So you said you were going out this evening with some white women?
No, I said Mexican women, but they relate to white though anyway.
Okay, but sir, Mexican is not a race. That's a nationality, but it's not a race. So if they're not Afro-Latinas, then they're white.
Yeah, that's what I say. They relate to white.
Okay, there you go. All right. And by the way, about what age range are these young ladies in?
They in like they my age. They in their 50s.
Okay, so he's got some 50-something-year-old Mexican. Is this more than one Mexican woman? Like you starting a harem? What are we doing?
She got some friends. She said she was out with some friends.
Okay,
she invited me to come over and hang out with her.
Y'all are going by. I mean, are you the only guy going?
Yeah.
So Trey, what are you gonna do with all this Mexican femininity around you on a Saturday night? What do you plan to do with all that?
Have fun, shit, like I always do. Okay, they love black men down here. Come down here. Let me. I got 2 bedroom, 2 bath.
Okay, well,
come down here and stay with me.
Well, forgive me. I'll have to decline your generous invitation to your bedroom. I'll have to decline that.
I got an extra bedroom, bro.
Okay, I'll have to decline all invitations to all bedrooms. But if my car breaks down in Edinburgh, I'll check and see if I got it around there somewhere. So where are you from originally?
Freeport, right there, 40 miles from Houston. 288 South, baby, Surfside Beach.
Okay, but do you have any kids?
Yes. They live up there. They live in Houston. I'm in the trucking industry, so I moved down here because it's like the Mecca, and so I drive trucks.
Okay, and you listen to country.
Family, let me tell you something, boy. Y'all have me rolling in this chat, boy. I be trying. This is why I be trying to know y'all. Black Vulture on you. Wow. Black Vulture said, I forgot about the great taco meat. Look, Black Vulture, see, man, that wasn't great taco meat. What that was old dried up lettuce. You know what I'm saying? That he was having a taco binge party with the, the little Esmeraldas that he was dealing with. You know, when it dripped down on his chest and he was too lazy to wipe that off. That's what it was, man. It's old lettuce, man. You know, boy, y'all, hey, listen. Let me tell you something. Family, and I want y'all to always be yourself when you come in my chat room. Always. One of the reasons why they stay messing with this channel, I'm going to tell you something I figured out. And PewTube, I'm just going to let you know why. I know what you get down here. They can't stand the way y'all roast in this chat room. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Hands down, I think I got the coldest chat room over here when it comes to the jokes. Y'all know how we do it over here, boy. Ooh, boy, don't you think they not reading that chat room? Don't be surprised they try to send the Google moderator over there, start harassing you. Just know if you coming in there and your chat don't show up, a lot of times that's not me or the moderator. That's that Google moderator. Like, oh, there you niggers, you can't say that. Boy, they can call us all types of niggas all day long, but as soon as you crack a few jokes on them, they crying, but. Boy, hey, I love y'all, boy. Hey, my audience over here is the best, man. But listen, we gonna get back to him because we laughing, but this some serious business, man. Boy, y'all hell, boy. Y'all hell.
Country music.
Yeah, I listen to country music.
Oh,
got my square toes and everything.
Okay, who are your favorite country music artists?
Right now, I like the Florida Georgia line. I like Jason Aldean. You know, just.
Fuck it, I gotta get one more joke in. Listen, we listen, family. Look at his neck. Look at it. That boy Nick, he got a staircase under his neck. It's one. Let's see. Let's count the chins. 1, 2, 3. Well, he got about like 3 or 4 chins up under them, man. I'm trying to figure out, is this a dude here, or is this a turkey in a costume and he couldn't quite tuck that little gullet away? I'm gonna leave it on. Let's get back to it.
Name a few.
That's not a few, that's a couple. Can you do a couple more?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think you're a country music fan. I think you're a white.
I'm really
I think you're a white woman fan, but I don't think you're a country music fan. So I think you just pretend to be one.
Wait. Oh, no, we got to get one more in here. Salute to my brother, Kid Gravity Beyond. Boy, see, I told you, I'll be killing him with chat room. Kid Gravity Beyond say he got that Cosby staircase, Nick. No. Kid Gravity, you going to hell for that, boy. You. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Let's try to continue this, man. This is hell, boy. Y'all wild.
When they show up, he can name a couple songs, and I ain't hating, man. I ain't busting your hustle.
Hey,
if they go for it, there you go. If they go for it, brother, I ain't mad at you. If they let you get away with that old bull jive, hey, man, milk it for all it's worth.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
If they ain't smart enough to see you don't really know no country music, Trace Adkins, and if they're not smart enough to see that, you don't.
I know I said I was gonna let it play. Still Kevin Trees. You gonna be right behind him. Still Kevin Trees say he the only nigga swallow his own neck. Whoa. Oh, wait. See, now I'm gonna have to give it a disclaimer. Listen, to my heavyset folks, I love y'all. As long as you on code. The only reason we roasting him about his condition here is because he's a coon. Now, if you turn into a coon, we gonna light you up with these jokes and ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying, off the table. We gonna get you. So for my big folks out there, man, hey, my fluffy people, I love y'all, man. If you on code, GBS got love for you. My chat room is getting on him because he's a coon. So just give my little disclaimer out there, boy, y'all. You can't retreat. Woo!
Don't really know anything. If they let you get away with that, brother, run the tables. Yeah. Just put them all in the back of your Chevy CK pickup truck and just drive around Houston with them.
Now I got an F-250.
F-150. He got room to pull plenty of them, don't he? He's got room to pull plenty of them. Brother, do you own a Confederate flag?
Nah, none of that. No.
No Confederate flags at all. Any Mexican flags?
No Mexican flags.
Okay, how in the world did you get hooked up with a bunch of Mexican women?
Shit, chasing Mexican women.
Chasing them?
Yeah, I found one and met one and moved down here.
Okay,
the trucking industry in South Texas, where I'm at, the trucking industry is big down here. And so I got my CDLs and I was like, man, I could go get me a job down here. And I got me a job and I've been running over the road for since 2011.
Okay, brother. Now, can you square with us here? Can you tell the world the truth? You found a couple of cool little lot lizards, and it's Saturday night. Brother, come on.
You can go. Time out. You can go on my Facebook. It's Trey Lincoln, and just scroll everything. I put everything on there. Okay. I listen to you every week, especially when I'm on the road on the highway. I tune into your show, and I just didn't get a load this weekend. That's why I'm at the house.
Okay, well, brother, maybe you need to go listen to Jason's song and see what's in it and review the points that I made here tonight, because it's not very flattering. I know this is gonna mess up your hustle here, but here's the real thing about it: if those women like that kind of music, I would hate for your big ass to turn up missing somewhere.
No, they listen. They got me going to some club tonight. They listen to some it's gonna be like some 80s music.
Yeah, these are the famous last words of every nigga that goes off with one of them folk like that. These are the famous. Oh, don't worry, it ain't no problem. We just going to a club. I don't even know the club I'm going to. I don't even know the club. Do you even know the
Arigatos or something?
Thank you. Arigatos or something. If you need to call the police for help, you wouldn't even know where you was at. Help me! They gonna grab me by the leg. It's Imigatos? It's Elegitos? It's Enchiladas? It's something, damn it. Come get my ass. That would be you.
Hey, you know what, Jason? Hey, only time I had a run-in with the law is because I
brother, do you really want to do this? No, do you really want to go here?
Yes, we're gonna go here.
Okay, go right ahead.
No, I only had one run-in with the law, and that was because I went on the shoulder of the road and passed the car. He was like, "Hey, why you disrespecting me like that? Hey, and he wrote me a warning ticket. They don't even trip like that out here."
Brother, how long you live in Texas talking about they don't trip like that?
I'm saying South Texas. It's a difference. I'm in South Texas where these Mexicans at. I'm around nothing but Mexicans. It's a few white people come down here, but they call them snowbirds. They come from like Minnesota.
See, this is the sad part about guys like him. They willing to chase tail so bad, and some of these bad ones, but we dealing with him so bad that if you know Southern Texas, especially down there, you about to leave going into Mexico, they can't stand black people down there. They're some of the most hardcore white, Hispanic, anti-black races you'll ever run into. But see, his nose is so open to chasing taco. Mr. All Debonair chasing the taco Frigidaires down there, little bad built heifers. All right, listen, I'm going to leave them alone. He's so willing to chase them that he going to just ignore that your very life is in danger. Something happened to you, Jason. Tried to talk some sense to him like, fool, if this go left, you don't have no backup. Now, I want y'all to listen to how long he say he been down there. Because, see, this is a part of the problem also. But, again, we're going to let him say it. Then we'll come back and make some commentary on it.
Hey, well, Wisconsin.
Brother, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to. Brother, you telling me the police in South Texas is cool?
Yeah, shit, they don't mess with nobody. I ain't never had no run-in with them, but that one time, they don't mess with nobody, shit.
Brother, how old are you?
I'm 52.
Nigga. Really?
Go to my Facebook. Shit.
Brother, I need to go to your damn Facebook, man. What the hell? Jason, the police in South Texas is cool. They don't mess with nobody. Like I ain't been to South Texas.
What part of South Texas you been to?
Nigga, Houston, Galveston, all the way.
No, that's north. I'm talking anything. I live past the border, the checkpoint. Nah, I'm further down. I live past Corpus, down here past San Antonio. Pull your map out and look at Edinburgh. It's right there by Reynosa border.
I have no idea where in the hell Edinburgh is. I have no idea.
You heard of McAllen? Well, you heard of South Padre, right?
No. McAllen. Now, McAllen I have, not no San Padre.
Well, that's where I'm at right there.
Nigga, you ain't gonna make it.
Well, I ain't gonna make it. I've been down here 12 years.
You are not, and look what they made you do.
I mean, I'm just conforming to their culture. They like square toe boots, cowboy hats, all that stuff.
Brother.
Shit.
So now you heard him. He say he been down there 12 years. Then you heard him come out his mouth saying, well, I'm just conforming to their culture. Let me tell y'all something right now. And again, I'm glad that this was done on Zoom so that you can see what he looked like and match the appearance to the voice. I respect everybody's culture. I do. I really do. I enjoy other people's culture when I travel from state to state or outside the country. But one thing I don't have a desire to do is conform to anybody's culture. I love my own too much. Now, I respect the laws of your land or wherever I'm at. okay, any given city or state. But I don't have a desire to conform to anything outside of my culture. Why should I do that? See, I'm bringing this up for a reason. Because, see, you got a lot of people like him, and I would love for him to have gone into detail about his family upbringing, because, see, people don't just turn into coons overnight. This is one of these Uncle Ruckus raised Negroes. Well, I guarantee you folks in his family, probably his father or whoever, probably, grew up talking trash about black folk. You niggas this, you niggas. Remember what I told y'all about people, black folks referring to us in the third person? He probably came up with that. So when a child is raised in that type of coon environment, they have a hatred for their own people to the point that they think they got to be around everybody else except for us. But see, I'm going to say it like I said in the last broadcast. You can do that as a grown person. That's your choice and your right as an individual. Just know that when you behind enemy lines and something go left, you don't have no backup. Don't come looking at us then. You're on your own. Let it continue.
Okay. Well, first of all, I said Houston because you said that's where you was at.
No. I said, you say, where am I originally from? I said Freeport over there by Houston.
Okay, that's the last thing I heard him talking about. Sir, have you thought this over?
About what?
About what will happen if your ass gets caught somewhere.
Man, I done been all up in Reynosa. I done been all over there. I done been all up in Progresso, all of that.
Are you traveling? Are you a former military?
No, I travel alone.
You've never been in the military?
No, sir.
And he been hanging out near the border?
Yeah, sure.
Brother, have you ever been to prison?
Huh?
Have you ever did time?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, thank you. I was about to say that was the missing link. I was wondering what the missing link was. I just found the missing link. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna hold it against you. We ain't holding nothing against you. What he said, he did a little bit of time, and that's where this came from. So it's like, okay, he wants to hang out with the desperados because he's trying to keep his record straight with the streets. So that makes a little bit of sense. Sir, all I can say is watch your ass.
Yeah,
he think he on top. Y'all, it's the middle of the damn night. He's getting ready to go off to parts unknown with women unseen in a place unfound. Dude, this is how you end up on the news. In Houston, Corpus Christi, Colleen, and everywhere, McAllen and everywhere else. This is how y'all keep ending up on the news. All they sent was a couple of females. He ain't even asking where they going. He's not even sure. Do you even know the address?
Yeah, no, I don't know the address, but I know how to get there.
I hope you know how to get out.
Oh, yeah. Man, it ain't like that down here. I don't have no problem with nothing. With the females, the officers, the dudes, nobody. I've been down here 12 years, brother. That's a long time.
I hope it lasts. What are the first 5 songs that you have in your music player on your phone? What are the first 5?
Probably, I don't even have a playlist. I just listen to what's on the radio.
Lord.
Yeah.
No wonder he's stuck with country music. Okay, brother, we gotta get you upgraded to some XM Sirius or something. Well, thank you very much for giving us a call here, Trey. Watch yourself, brother. For some reason, I am worried you are cruising for a bruise. And if you make it from tonight's little bar run, give me a holler next week to let us know you made it out safe, okay?
You're going to have a show tonight. I'm going to be on your show tomorrow, too.
Okay.
You're going to have one for Sunday. I'm going to be there tomorrow.
Okay, well, let us know if you make it back tomorrow, hopefully in a hostage video. I hope it don't get that far along. Thank you very much for...
Yeah, family, you heard it for yourselves. Yeah, I had to include that in tonight's broadcast to show you that when we call out things as a collective that are a threat to our people, you're going to always have the Sambozo class to jump up and try to defend it. Again, thank you, Sambozo class. I want you to be loud and proud in this era. Because see, for so long, when you look at what our ancestors were fighting and dying for, we look back now and we've learned that the reason why a lot of them couldn't make the progress that they could have, it was because we had traitors within. Wearing our skin. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. If you look like me and you're not on code with me, that does me no good. That's not my family. We're bonded by more than just our skin. We're bonded by Not only the blood that's in our veins that puts us in our specific lineage, foundational Black American freedmen, we are also bound together by our common and shared thought process about what the common denominator threat is in white supremacy. We know, those of us with sense, we know that that is the number one threat to our people. The number two threat are coons behind enemy lines that sympathize with our oppressors. See, it's a form of Stockholm syndrome. Sadly, you cannot break some of these people out of that. They're going to have to be left to the wayside. But I'll tell you one thing we can use them for. We can use it as for teaching lessons, okay? Because, see, I'm going to play something for you here. And this was way back in the 60s. Everything this brother's saying here is going to apply today. I want y'all to listen and take notes on what this brother's about to speak here.
It's because white people think they're better than black people, and they want to oppress us, and they want us to allow ourselves to be oppressed.
This is the big, I agree with you perfectly. This is the basic problem.
Then what do you
that
want
white people think they're better than others.
I can't solve the problem. You guys pull the strings that close schools. You guys draw the boundaries that keep our kids restricted to the ghetto. You guys write up the restrictive covenants that keep us out of houses. So it's up to you to talk to your brothers and your sisters and persuade them that they have a responsibility. We've assumed ours for over 400 years, and we're tired of this kind of stuff now. We're not going to suffer patiently anymore. No more turning the other cheek. No more blessing our enemies. No more praying for those who despitefully use us. We're going to show you that we've learned the lessons you've taught us. We've studied your history, and you did not take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama. And I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and oh Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated. Well, so you can have him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that brother spit that truth straight into that little alabaster devil's face, and you saw how he was looking all down. See, there's a reason they're trying to snatch all the true history out of these schools. And this is why those of us in New Black Media archives things like I just shown you here, and make sure we put you up on books that give you the accurate representation of what happened to our people in this country. Because see, when you confront them face to face, I want you to remember that clip that you just saw. That reaction, because they know they can't argue with it and refute it when you put the truth in their face. And see, this is why they'll go get Sambos that wear our skin and stand them out front and say, see, we didn't say it. They said that. Yeah, well, see, those days are over. We shutting that down. We not playing no games with these Sambos and coons amongst us. We not playing no games with you white supremacists as far as you producing justice, because you will cut that check for those reparations. Oh, you gonna do it. You will do it. See, family, y'all start speaking that into existence too. Because see, when you speak something over and over again, it becomes reality, especially when you're putting in the work to make it happen. So tonight, I brought this broadcast to you. And again, we're going to close with this message to Jason Aldean. Let me tell you something, Jason Aldean. What you talking about, not to try in a small town? Let me tell you something on behalf of Foundational Black American Freedmen. You better not try that in any town where we are. We do not fear you in a small town, a big town, a mid-sized town, purple town, black town. Listen, we are not afraid of you, okay? We gonna protect our own, just like you say you're supposed to protect your own. You're doing a poor job, but from what I can tell, like I broke down the broadcast, I just want you to know, try it at your own risk. We're gonna do whatever we need to do to protect ourselves and our families. So with that said, family, salute to everybody that joined us over here tonight. Salute to everybody that contributed to the broadcast. Y'all know how I do it. I will list your names on the community tab a little while after the broadcast. And make sure that you share this and study it and replay it and use it as a teaching tool. Because, you know, listen, when we get to cooking with truth over here, that's when they start messing with the channel. So, I mean, I'm used to it. I expect them no less. You're not doing something right if they ain't messing with your channel. I'm just going to put that out there, okay? So remember, I want you to take care of yourselves. Stay on code. Black first. Salute. I'll see you all in future content.